Good morning and welcome to day 40, big 40, big nice round number. Feeling pretty good. I stayed at Hogback Ridge Shelter. Just left now, just before 9 or so. Yesterday was really successful. Did 15 and a half miles. Uh, Man, that last mile is always a push. It's always like, where's the shelter? Where's the shelter? And then it's like, oh yeah, of course we go up another hill. Where, where you see on the horizon, the highest point you see on the horizon is always where the trail wants to take you. So you just gotta laugh and like, okay, whatever. It's just over the ridge. No, it's just over the next, a bunch of false ridges as they call them. Anyway, I made it and at a good time, just before 5 p.m. I think. So that was a pretty successful day. Today, because that was longer miles, I do want to do a little lower than that, but I still want to keep it above 10. So in short, 10 to 15 miles today. And good thing is I have my choice of shelters. There's one 10 and a half miles called Bald Mountain Shelter. So I'll spend a night on Bald Mountain, as they say, a little classical music reference for you. Or there's one right after that. It's more like 13 and a half or so. Both of those will be pretty decent mileages, I think, today. We'll see how I'm feeling with the ascents and descents and everything. But it's another beautiful day. There is a chance of rain. It looks whenever there's a chance of rain, because I'm in the mountains here. It's pretty much you have to read it as yeah, it's gonna rain. When is it gonna rain? Really, it'll be in the afternoon, the evening. So probably set up my tent in the rain and whatnot. So I'm just mentally preparing for that. Otherwise, yeah. Well, I was woken this morning. I tried to get it on video. I was not successful. I was awoken by some northern flickers fighting up in the tree. And then as I was making breakfast, they were fighting again, like maybe over a nest or something. I don't know what their deal was, but they were going to town on each other. Um, Little entertainment for for breakfast there. Anyway, yeah, feeling good. Back is still just telling me that it's still healing, but no major pain or issues or whatnot. So just the usual. I think it's just a recovery process. Knee not really giving me trouble, but going downhill, I am still sort of hobbling and whatnot. I think just being overly protective of it is part of it too. But I'm pushing through it somehow. Um, I have been hearing a lot of people getting off the trail around here. There was someone at the last hostel who had some major knee problems. I had heard that they just tried to push it too far, too fast, too far. But maybe they're gonna need knee surgery or whatnot. I don't know. But uh, some other folks I met up at the shelter here said that they're having, IT band syndrome issues, the same stuff that we're all going through, basically. And then some other people also getting off the trail in preparation for Trail Days, which is up ahead in Damascus in a few days. I've decided I really don't want to go to that. I think I'm an introvert, so it takes energy, as I've learned, it takes energy to socialize. I think it would be cool to see all the outdoor brands there and maybe have a chance to buy something like a summer inflatable mattress or something like that. But other than that, I think it would drain me and take a lot of energy and also be kind of like a hassle to coordinate logistically. So unless I get some really good deal where someone else is going and they have some free seat available and it's really cheap or whatnot on the shuttle, like probably not going. But that's okay. But I'll be hiking into Damascus, and it's nice. My parents want to meet up with me again. Just my parents this time, not my sister's family and whatnot. I think they're not able to take off the time. But yeah, it'd be nice to get a chance to probably take a zero in Damascus and drink some beer and recover and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to that. One last thing before I go, I know I'm dragging it on. Let me switch it around so you don't have to look at my face. Maybe start hiking slowly downhill here. I don't want to trip and fall on video here. I wouldn't upload that, but it would still be embarrassing. um, oh, what was I going to say? Mileage wise, I kind of messed up on the calculation. Irwin, Irwin, Tennessee is now 27 miles away from me, which is, so I read that as at least 2 days. And I could split that up however I want. or 2 days, and then part of a third day hiking in. That would be actually ideal, to do a little bit of miles in the morning, hike down, and have the whole day to spend at the hostel to recharge devices. See, I almost tripped there. I don't know if you could tell. Recharge devices, do laundry, rest, eat, do all that stuff. Takes time, right? So anyway, 27 miles. I don't know what I'm definitely not good at math, right? So I miscalculated. The good news is now, this time, because of past experiences, I've really overloaded on the food now, and I have enough food to get through, I don't know, 2 or 3 days or so. Definitely have 2 full dinner meals still. So that's a good feeling. And they're good quality. That's the peak. Got the fettuccine Alfredo and some sort of mac and cheese or something. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm kind of rambling. All this to say, I miscalculated, but it'll be okay. Got enough food, feeling good. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that next trail town. That's the one where the bridge has completely washed out, and the place where I've done day hikes before. So I'm gonna see if I recognize it. I think I will. Anyway, that's up for the next, maybe a few days away now. See how much progress I can do today and tomorrow. And then after that, I'll pretty much be there, I think. Anyway, and then after that, I'm looking forward to an area called Roan Mountain, which some folks have described as the most beautiful point on the trail. And I believe that's also, oh, I was gonna say that's the point where that has the wild miniature ponies, but I believe that's actually Grayson Highlands, which I have no idea where. It's somewhere north of that. But Roan is beautiful, is what I've heard. So I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, some things to look forward to in the future, and mostly good day today. Some rain later today, but otherwise feeling healthy, feeling good. Yeah, let's see what we can do today. All right, onward. Since it's a 40 day, kind of a monumental day there. I don't know, it just feels like. Hopefully, bear in mind for just a minute of little pontificating. I think it's safe to say I'm out of what's called like the honeymoon period, which is a thing I've also experienced when traveling. It's usually pretty fun in the first few weeks, and then it becomes a little more routine. Like, oh my gosh, I gotta wake up in the morning, make sure I get out early enough to be able to put in the miles. Like, it's like there's a lot of setup when you get to camp, and a lot of tear down. It's becoming kind of routine and somewhat tedious, but there's also comfort in that. But in it, in any case, it's out of the honeymoon period. For a long time there, a few weeks, I remember thinking every day, like, well, there's no place I'd rather be. Like, would I rather be just doing nothing, sitting on my couch, like wasting days of it? No, I still feel like that. But the change is, I think most of the time I do still want to hike, but the change is that there's a few days, the hard days, when I'm not feeling it, and I'm like, what did I do? Why did I do this? Why did I agree to this? I think the worst was maybe a week ago or so, when it was rainy, got pretty soaked, and I also had the back and knee issue pretty bad at the time, which was temporary, thankfully. I'm still recovering, but that was a struggle. And when there was like cold rain, that's number 3 on your list. You start to question yourself. Start to question, like, can I do the whole thing? Maybe I should end early. Maybe I should turn this into a shorter section hike. But even then, well, you're not supposed to quit on a bad day. It's the saying, right? Which I think is it's good advice for life in general too. Don't quit on a bad day, right? Of course, it's gonna be bad, rainy. Why would you quit on the worst of days, right? Because it's temporary, right? The next day is gonna be like today, which is beautiful, sunny, not too hot, not too cold. I'm kind of dreading when it's getting hotter. That's a little side thought there. It's gonna get hot. It's gonna get too hot eventually. I might have to swap out my mattress pad. Anyway, but yeah, solidly out of the honeymoon phase. Now into the more realistic sort of grind, which is that everything becomes, right? I think that's true for jobs too. I think there's definitely a honeymoon period where you're learning something new every day. It's amazing. Definitely a time when you get out of that and it becomes more of a grind. And you start to question, maybe this isn't for me, or maybe, I don't know. All the same thoughts for hiking too. But on a day like today, it's pretty nice. Pretty hard to say no to, even with these little aches and pains. Listening to the bird song every day, being outside, seeing what my body can do, not being sedentary for sure, sleeping really well most of the time because I'm exhausted. And these are good things. I appreciate these things. I've been walking through a lot of these really grassy areas, and I know this is where the ticks like to hang off of on the tall grasses here, but I haven't seen one yet. I know they're out though. Whoops. Oh, okay. Try not to drop my camera. Well, there's a little attachment on my camera that fell off. Oh my gosh. When I dropped my case. Well, that was gonna be a bummer. It took me a while, maybe 10 minutes or so, to review the video to see exactly where. Okay, I was recording, and I figured that thing was where the case was dropped, and it was. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to move that to a better spot because I had an idea that that was gonna happen sometime or another. I was gonna lose that because it's just clipped in this case, a little magnet. Probably just move that to some secure bag. I don't really use that lens a lot anyway. It's a wide angle. Anyway, I was trying to make a little point about a couple of things. Oh, there's a lot of grasses. Of course, they kind of stopped now. Maybe on the right, you can see some of the long grasses where ticks like to hang out. So I've been a little paranoid. Haven't really seen any, but I know they're out. And then the other point I was going to make was I'm really not feeling well today. I think I'm a little bit sick, lightheaded, a little nauseous. Definitely have an appetite, which is weird. I ate all my snack bars and everything, sort of prematurely. But yeah, otherwise, just not feeling it. So I think I'm not even sure I'm gonna think about it when I get to the shelter. I think I'll just sort of retire there, and that would be over 10 miles for today, which is good. Oh, there's a little spider web. I don't know if I don't think you can capture that. Yeah, it's too it's too difficult. There's a little spider right in the trail there. Anyway, so yeah, so it's gonna be a not an ambitious day today, which is fine because yesterday I did a good amount. Today I already knew I kind of needed a little bit of break. Been taking lots of breaks. Just had an unintentional 10-minute break there looking for that little lens that I lost. But now I'm back at it. I saw the bald mountain out in the distance. These are nice. I like these. This is trail technology here. This is boardwalks. See a lot of these up north. Not the first time I've seen these. I saw some, I want to say Newfound Gap in the Smokies. They had a lot of cool trail technology. Anyway, yeah, the bald mountain looks like it's still some ascent there, so still some work to do today to get up there. But yeah, despite feeling just generally exhausted, my back has been somewhat normal, but letting me know occasionally it's not happy. And knee has been the same. It's the last few days, basically, both of them. Anyway, but yeah, it does look like it's gonna rain soon. There's some clouds gathering, so I want to make as much progress as I can before that happens. Well, ideally, get to the shelter and set up my tent before any rain, but I don't know if I'll be as lucky. Anyway, yeah, onward.